Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong, and I am in my art studio right now. I want to make a little book to go in this box. I love to reuse, repurpose, and just create with abandon without any goal in mind except to have fun. And it almost always ends up being something pretty that I cherish or send out to the universe as a reminder that we need to play and as inspiration to look at everything around us with fresh eyes. So this is a little box that a sun catcher came in, and I want to make it into a little holder for some sort of book. But let's look at this for a moment and just think. Of course, the book can't be thick, and that's good because it will be a quick, pretty project. I don't want to use these flaps to go inside the box. I don't think I want to do that because I don't want to take away any of the space on the inside. And I think it would be kind of cumbersome to have to do that every time. So we are going to cut off, I don't think, well, it might tear very straight because it's perforated. It's very, very folded already. So let's go ahead and at least take the top and bottom part of this door off. I know I'm going to make some sort of a closure, so I may leave this. Yeah, for sure, I'm going to leave this little part here, but we're going to tear off the little tabs, and I am fine with just tearing these instead of cutting them because it's tearing really straight, and because we're doing a trashy sort of project, I love the torn edges. We know that whatever goes inside is going to have to be this size, and this box it's almost 7 by 8. So a little less than 8, a little less than 7. And that's a really fun size to work with. I think the first thing that I want to do is grunge up the box a little bit. And we do have some instant coffee here. Maybe, you know, something trashy just feels like it needs to be grungy. Does that have color in it? It does have sort of a green tint. What I was working with earlier. So the first thing I want to do is just really paint this box with the coffee mixture. You could do anything. You could use some sort of spray ink. You could use watercolor pigments with water and stain the box. You could paint it with acrylic paint. That would be fun too. And I may come back and add some acrylic paint. I probably will. But for now, I just want to enhance I guess the trashiness of this by really distressing it. And we're going to be careful to sit it somewhere and let it dry because I don't really want all these layers coming apart, though we may tear part of it away intentionally. You know, when you get this cardboard wet, it can start to separate. That's not necessarily what I'm going for. I just want, you know, a very grungy looking cover for our book. So let's put this whole thing to the side and let it dry. The next thing I'm going to do, while the box is drying, let's go ahead and cut some papers down, and I'm just going to use trash or recycle from packaging, grocery bags, or anything like that. We're going to make the book 6 inches tall and about 7 inches wide, so the pages are going to be, you know, around 14 inches. That looks like it could be about right. Let's just go ahead and cut That might be a cute pocket, but I'm really not wanting to make the book too thick. So let's just cut this at 6 inches. And when we fold that, let's see if it is, let's cut it down to where it's going to be about 7 across. There we go. So let me go ahead and cut several of these just using packaging. Okay, I ended up cutting the pages. They're about 6 inches tall, and I went a little shorter than 7. I cut them what I thought they would be and took them over to the box, which it's a really good thing to test because it was too snug, and I decided to come back and trim them in a little bit. And it's not going to take many. I think I've got 5 sheets here, and I'm okay if they're junky. I just want sort of a book that gives, you know, a square impression that will fit right into that little box. Now, I also have something else going on. You know, I love to make paper. It's going to be a little bit different here in the middle nest because it's not easy for me to just go outside and pour the water out. I had a place in my yard where I did that, close to the workshop, and of course it was just paper pulp, so it would dry, and I think, you know, it just went back into the ground, or maybe even the birds used it for nesting or whatever. I want to get creative and continue to use all my scraps in here, so I really have to figure that out. Now, I have some paper scraps in here, and I have this large container where I've been putting the water that I've used, so we're going to try something. This has got a bit of color to it, and I'm not going to fill it all the way up. I'm just going to put enough to hopefully blend what's in here. And let's see, I may need a little more. Maybe we'll also use this water with the coffee in it. We're going to have to get very creative here. Let's put some more water in for the brush so it doesn't dry out. I'm also using this. I've been doing some collage on the screen that's at the rolling door, so I don't want that brush to dry out until I have a chance to clean it a little bit. Now let me take this over to the power outlet, and I'm going to blend this up. Let's see what we have. Fortunately, I have all the cardboard that I could ever ask for because the dumpsters out here, they stay full of everything. I mean, it is so fun to go see what's out there. Now, I've got to be careful because the blades are in the bottom, but what I was hoping to make is a mixture that is almost like a very wet, I don't want to say clay, but I want to be able to mold something and shape it and let it dry and have a journal topper. Is that just crazy? So right now, I'm just squeezing the water out of this. I dropped a few pieces of scrap, some pink paper in here. Some of the pieces of paper are still really large. I don't know if this is going to work at all, and I've wondered if I need to add some sort of glue. But what I want to do is make a heart shape if I can. It could end up being almost like, it's not like paper mache. Well, you know what? We could go over this with something similar to paper mache. A little more water out. I don't want to get too much water up here. I'm trying to just reuse and repurpose everything. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Now that looks too thick to me. Let me grab some of my paper towels here. And just look at this. This is a whole stack of paper towels that I had out in Paper Town that I would always reuse. They were for drying things on and, you know, that sort of thing. This is going to be so neat. Look at that. Look at the butterfly. That's pretty. And I love using the paper towels like this because I feel like it's soaking the water up this way. Now the tricky part might be getting it up off of this cardboard. I didn't really think about that, but I can move the whole piece of cardboard to let this dry. I knew I was going to be doing something messy, so I went out dumpster diving and got some big pieces of cardboard that I could cut to size and use on the desk. Oh my gosh, I love this. That is going to be so much fun. I need to buy a spatula to keep out here. Definitely need to buy a spatula to keep out here, but this is doing okay for right now. Look at that, it's like a big cookie. Oh, okay, so that shows us on this side. It wasn't completely flat. I am going to take that out and put it in the sun so that it can dry. And I think once it's dry, I'm gonna have to paint over the front with a layer of Mod Podge or something, and maybe even some sparkles so that it stays together, because I do think it's gonna fall apart. The fibers in the paper are not broken up enough, but it gives it an amazing texture. And of course, this is all about learning. And you know, if it broke in half, we could take some little paper strips and glue across it to kind of like mend a broken heart. So I'm gonna take this out. So what we have going so far, we've got the box that's been distressed. We've measured it. We've got the right size pages, and only 5 of those because it needs to be sort of a flat book. It doesn't need to be that big. And we have blended up paper scraps and used it almost like a paper clay. And we're just gonna let it dry and see what happens.